Good evening, everybody. From Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, we bid you welcome to Reds baseball. The Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies beginning a 4-game series here in the city of brotherly love tonight. And, of course, the final 4 games for John McNamara's club against Eastern Division competition. They'll go back into the West when they return home Monday night to take on the San Diego Padres. On the mound in the series opener for Cincinnati, right-hander Bruce Perrone. And the Reds will be taking a look for the first time at a rookie left-hander, Mark Davis. We'll be back to take a look at the starting lineups in just a moment. If you're ready now, the starting lineups tonight. First for Cincinnati, leading off in right field, Dave Collins. Ken Griffey will be in center field. He'll be batting second. Hitting third at shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Batting fourth in left field, George Foster. Hitting number 5 at first base, Johnny Bench. Batting sixth, third baseman Ray Knight. Hitting number 7 and doing the Reds catching, Joe Nolan. Batting 8th at second base, Ronnie Oster. And batting 9th and pitching, right-hander Bruce Perrone. Again for the Reds, it's Collins in right field, Griffey in center field, Concepcion at shortstop, Foster in left, Bench at first base, Knight at third, with Nolan catching, Oster at second, and Perrone on the mound. For the Phillies, Pete Rose will lead it off and play first base. Batting second at shortstop, Larry Bowa. Bake McBride will be in right field and hit third. Batting fourth at third base, Mike Schmidt. Hitting fifth in left field, Gary Matthews. Batting number 6, center fielder Gary Maddox. Manny Trio will play second base and bat 7th. Hitting 8th, the Phillies catcher, Bob Boone. And batting 9th and pitching, left-hander Mark Davis. Once again for the Phillies, Rose at first base, Bowa at shortstop, McBride in right field. Schmidt at third, Matthews in left field, Maddox in center. The trio, the second baseman, Boone the catcher, and Davis the pitcher. Davey batting .500 against Philadelphia pitching. He swings and sends a fly ball into right center field. Coming on McBride, making the catch. Collins tags. Here comes the throw. It's going to be offline. And going into second base standing up is Ken Griffey. Cincinnati leads 1-0. Bench lines one into center field for a base hit. Here comes Ken Griffey. Gary Maddox's throw will be into second, and Johnny Bench makes it a 2-0 game as he hits a low line drive single to center to pick up his 11th RBI of the season. That's a strikeout swinging. Matthews tried to hold back on a pitch down, and Perrone strikes out 3 pretty good hitters in a row. And Matthews not happy about the call by Dave Pallone and lets him know about it.
Foster swings and grounds it up the middle. Ball can't get to it. It's into center field. Around third comes Ken Griffey. He'll score easily, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Ray swings and sends it into right center field. Concepcion a tag. Maddox with the ball. Here comes Davey. Here comes the throw. It's off target, and it's a 4-1 ball game. Schmidt swings, and that's 24. Well, Mike Schmidt has wrist one out of here to straightaway left field. His 24th home run of the year, and it's a 4-2 ball game.
He's behind 2 strikes. Moscow, he got around on it with a breaking ball away, and that's the inning. So Paul comes up with a big strikeout, and the Phillies come up empty-handed again.
Bench swings, long drive, left field. Looking up is Matthews, and that one is gone. So Johnny Bench, his 3rd home run of the year.
Foster, quite possibly with a hit here, could put the icing on the cake. He sends a drive back into deep right field. Grand slam home run. George Foster has taken Ron Reed out of here the other way with a grand slam home run to deep right field, and Cincinnati now leads Philadelphia 9-3. For George Foster, his 9th career grand slam home run. Well, Foster absolutely putting a charge into that ball after taking a strike. He homers to right field, and Cincinnati has blown it wide open here in the top half of the 8th inning thanks to that blow. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Trio at second. Vukovic fouls it back. Certainly you'd like to see the Reds pick up some ground on Houston before they come back home to meet San Diego on Monday night, but as Mac has said, he would not be overly disappointed if we were to go into the Western Division for the final time, being where we are now, or maybe 2.5 games back. That one is hit into right center, and Mejias will make the catch, and this one belongs to the Reds. Sammy was fighting the lights all the way and made a nice catch of George Vukovic's line drive in a gap in right center. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Final score. In the beginning of this 4-game series at Philadelphia, the Reds 9, the Phillies 3, and we'll be back in a moment. We've had a lot of games over the years like we had here at the Vet tonight. High-scoring affairs, a lot of base hits, and early scoring, and that was the case for the most part in this one. When the Reds jumped on rookie left-hander Mark Davis for a couple in the first inning, Dave Collins opened the game by getting an infield single to shortstop. Ken Griffey had a base hit to right, moving Collins to third, and Davey Concepcion sacrifice fly to right made it 1-0. 1 out later, Johnny Bench hit a low line drive single to center, scoring Griffey, and it was a 2-0 game. The Phillies scored in the bottom of the first off Bereni. Pete Rose a walk. He scored all the way from first base on a double to right field by Larry Boa, but then Bereni got it together, striking out McBride, Schmidt, and Matthews in order to end the inning. The Phillies came back after the Reds scored twice in the third inning. A single by Griffey, a stolen base after Concepcion walked, single by Foster made it a 3-1 game, and 1 out later, a sacrifice fly by Ray Knight made it 4-1. Phillies got another run in the second and in the third inning on a home run by Mike Schmidt with the bases empty, his 24th of the season, and added another run in the fourth inning to make it 4-3 on a leadoff double by Cincinnati's Len Matuzik and a later sacrifice fly by Bake McBride. It stayed that way until the seventh inning. There were repeated threats by both ball clubs in those innings in between. But then in the seventh, Johnny Bench launched a home run to left center off right-hander Mike Proley, John's third of the year, to make it 5-3 Cincinnati. And then the Reds really put the icing on the cake at the expense of Ron Reed in the eighth. A leadoff single by pinch hitter Danny Dreesen, a sacrifice by Collins, an intentional walk issued to Ken Griffey, and then Dave Concepcion with a single to center to load him up. George Foster, our star of the game, took a strike and then hit an opposite field grand slam home run to right, the 9th of his major league career and his 18th of the season, to give the Reds a 9-3 lead, and that was the way things finished up. Bereni picked up the win. He's now 7-4 on the year. He went the first 5, and then Paul Mosco worked 2, Tommy Hume 2. They shut out the Phillies the rest of the way on 4 base hits. Mark Davis, he went 4 innings in his third start since being called up from Oklahoma City and suffered his third straight defeat. The Reds had 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and left 11. Philadelphia, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and they left 15. Tomorrow night, game number 2, 8:15, the starting time. And on the mound, it'll be Mike Lacoste for Cincinnati, pitching for Philadelphia, 10-game winner, and right-hander Dick Ruthven. Our pregame shows at 7:45 on most of these same stations. Again, the final score tonight in a game that took 2 hours and 54 minutes to play before a crowd of 26,540. The Reds 9, the Phillies 3.